Hi, it's Mel's Red Songbird, Eve Einstein's Mine in New York City, Michelle Birdsong. You're looking at a picture of Singh Birdsong, who projected himself as Vangelis, the Greek genius electronic music composer. And he was also Jimi Hendrix, Singh was, and he projected himself as Sly of Sly and the Family Stone. I heard him do Sly songs one night. It was fantastic. And let's see who else was. He was Mozart. He was George Gershwin. Eve was Ira Gershwin, his writing partner. And he was Richard Rodgers. Eve was Oscar Hammerstein, his writing partner. And he was some kings like King Arthur, King Menelaus, King Saul, King Charlemagne. See, that's an extraordinary guy. He's got dimples too. He's a Libra Scorpio. Okay, let me just tell you about this. It's a pretty good video by Vangelis. It's called Beautiful Planet Earth. It's in HD. And I got it at this channel, Cafe Bahadur channel. Another video I recommend is number 402, Predictive Programming, Pyramids and More by Owen Benjamin. Okay, the power of the internet memes. This is a TED Talk video I took some notes on. The power of internet memes to shape who we are by Shantanya Tavia Johnson on TEDx Talks. Memetics is a study of what makes information and ideas spread. Richard Dawkins has something to do with this word. From the Greek word mimeme, which means imitated thing. Memes 1976. Songs, ideas, catchphrases, and behaviors. That's what memes are. The Queen song, We Will Rock You, was an example of something that went viral and, spread quickly. You can listen. I suggest you listen to this video because I only took notes, and, you can fill in the blanks when you listen to the video. Today's memes means a piece of media that is copied quickly online. Memes, quick way for us to communicate with each other. We are influenced by memes. Memes are making us do things. Memes are making us do ridiculous things. Memes events raise money for charity like the Lou Gehrig's disease charity. Memes can also harm us. Crazy people started a blue whale meme that led teens and preteens to suicide because they wanted to cleanse, the evil people wanted to cleanse the earth of human biological waste, which was them. Okay, what else? Some evidence indicates that Hitler was a Rothschild. This is a digression. There is no such thing as a coincidence. His grandmother, I think it was hired in the Rothschild's mansion, and she got pregnant there. So, who else would impregnate her? That's like Arnold Schwarzenegger impregnating his maid, only, it came to light 10 years later that he had done that and had a child by her. She stayed on with the child. She lied to Maria Shriver, Schwarzenegger's wife, and said, acted like she was Maria's friend instead of fucking her husband, Anyway, Madonna sponsored Nay Nay Kid dancing wildly successful on YouTube. Madonna and some corporation machine orchestrated this meme viral dancing. In South Carolina, some guy was shot by police. They hired a firm that demanded $10,000 for every newspaper that used the photos, monetizing death. The science does not care about us, does not care whether or not this is good or bad for humanity. And this is my personal note. Michael Jackson, who was Michael Bublé, saying Michael Bublé projected himself as the Jehovah's Witness Michael Jackson, okay? And he's saying, I just want to say, they don't care about us. I just want to say, they don't care about us. He also said Tommy Mottola is the devil. Okay, now, back to the meme notes. We're not neutral like science. We care about preventing suicide in teens. We know that when you die, okay, this is my note. I know this. I'm telling you, so you can know too. When you die, you are judged. Then you go to the form, the body, that fits your energy. If you kill yourself, for example, you may become a clump of cells that eats itself, kills itself, cancer. If you kill yourself, you'll most probably get the form of cancer cells. Our sharing habits, our sharing habits are important. Memes can transcend so many boundaries. Ethnic boundaries and geographical boundaries and social boundaries. We have to have self-awareness, which you can get with Talk and Share, to recognize when we are being scoped out to be the next human host of a meme. Memes information continued. Memes may be driving humanity. We get to choose whether we want to be the vehicle for it to do so. Okay, that's the end of that one. So that was interesting, right, about memes? Here's an ad I saw, and I wrote down what he said. I liked it so much. We are here to make good things happen for others. Then you start making good things happen for yourself once you do that. Okay, another TED Talk. The Power of Self-Belief by Lane Beachley. TEDx St. Hilda's School. She says, you manifest what you believe. Your beliefs propel you forward. Your beliefs hold you back also. She was adopted. She became a 6-time surfing winner because of her need to have love. The fear of rejection drove her forward. When she found out she was adopted, she believed she was unlovable, worthless. No for me. When I was 4 years old, my mother told me she had never wanted me alive. She had tried to kill me, tried to abort me. What made matters worse, when I was born, when the nurse was handing me to her, she said, no, take her away. She's too light. I was so ashamed at 4 years old of not dying when my mother had wanted me dead, so ashamed of remaining in her womb against her wishes, so ashamed of being so light. I ran away when I realized what it is. I ran away from what it is, from reality, back to my beginning, before I became a person, down to the subatomic particle level. What it is the name of an album I did the lyric for with Edwin Birdsong. Person, package of energy, reason. Okay. During my life as a subatomic particle in a human body, in an adult body. I wasn't sure if I should be dead or alive. 3 times I tried to kill myself. Once my son Abel, from when I was Mother Eve, first mother on the earth, named William Earl Dixon was Abel's name, in 1955, dove into the Edith Pettus Park swimming pool and pulled me out. I had stopped swimming, having the belief that I had no reason to live. I was 9 years old. My son, now Michael Phelps, the winner of the most medals in the Olympics, saved my life that day in Clarksville, Tennessee. Okay, another story. Once my son Singh Birdsong, a projection of Charan Singh, that's Singh Birdsong, first and 20th century Jesus Christ, walked into my apartment on the Lower East Side of New York City, just in time to discover me nearly unconscious with an empty bottle of Secondals, sleeping pills, on the table beside my bed. Singh quickly deduced what was happening. I was dying. He called the EMS. They got me to the hospital, where a doctor pumped the overdose of sleeping pills out of my system. My son, Singh Birdsong, once Jimi Hendrix, who died of an overdose of drugs, prevented the same thing from happening to his mother. Jimmy did not have a mother present in his life when he was growing up. Okay, now that's the end of that story. Thank you, Singh, for saving my life. Thank you, Michael Phelps, my son, for saving my life. Once when I was talking on the phone to my ex-boyfriend, Elihu Spinks, a Chicago, Illinois cop, I had moved to New York to a neighborhood called Kips Bay. He noted that I was slurring my speech. I mentioned to him that I had taken a whole bottle of pills and I was having some drinks, some scotch. He hung up on me. The next thing I remember was New York City policemen coming into my apartment. Fast forward to me becoming conscious, laying on an operating table in Bellevue Hospital. A doctor was sitting at my head on a stool. Of course, he was on a stool. I told him I was bored. I laughed at the situation of a girl nearly dying and complaining that the doctor's efforts to save her by removing the poison from her system was boring. The doctor didn't find the situation funny. He was serious. She knew that she must be a joke, and that to be a joke is a step up from what she had been to her mother and father, a nothing, worth nothing, not worth volunteering to give to bring to life, to give life to bring to life, nothing worth loving. Perhaps she could be something if she was worth laughing at. Eve had been the comedian Gracie Allen. Her partner and husband, George Burns, is now her husband of 37 years, Michael John Spear. Her mother, one day seemingly out of the blue, Corinne B. Crowder, said they laughed at the fool, who she or he then laughed all the way to the bank. Baba G. Anchor. Kin. Naked. Baba G. Jesus Christ. His kin is Eve, his sister, Gracie Allen. Okay. Corinne B. Crowder, Lionel Crowder, the comedian, had been Eve's husband in a past life. The Saint Baba Jamal Singh was Corinne B. Crowder. Now Baba Jamal Singh is Eve's granddaughter. Okay, that's Corinne Crowder, reborn as Jindara Ransinger, Eve's granddaughter. Okay, back to the power of self-belief. Lane Beachley. If you want to be successful, there are 3 things you have to do. Number one, you have to clarify your vision. Number two, you have to surround yourself with a great team of people. People who support you. People who believe in you. People who are there to encourage you. And people who actually believe in you, sometimes more than you believe in yourself. Not the ones who drag you down and pull you down and tell you that you can't and that you will never. Okay? That you never will. Will. Defined. Expressing inevitable events. You will succeed. Synonyms for will. Have a tendency to. Are bound to. Have a habit of. Do. To do is to will. To do is willingness. You become the sum of the top 5 people you spend the most amount of time with. Okay, number 1, I spend time with Maria Cott, who was my sister in a past life, and she was the black American educated Mary McLeod Bethune. I spend time with Civil War hero Clara Barton, who founded the, what did she found? The American Red Cross. She's my counselor. Her name is Jessica Tona Mentor. She's an RN. I spent a lot of time with my father from a past life, who was John Milton, and Homer. His name is Milton Harris, this life. I spend time with Jonathan, who is a social worker here, who was St. Andrew, Jesus Christ disciple. And I spend time with Sheila, who was a playwright, Leonard Bernstein, who wrote the West Side Story. And I'm working on a play called Mr. and Mrs. Jesus Christ. Okay. I spend time with the former First Lady of the United States, Judy Ruttinger, who was Eleanor Roosevelt. She's drawing pictures from my book, The Body Book of Questions. And I spend time with Robin Birdsong, who is Robin Hood, my daughter, and Galileo, Michelangelo. She was St. Francis of Assisi, Queen Victoria. She was the Empress of India. And as I told you earlier on another video, she was King James, Dr. Spock, and Dr. Seuss. And she and I co-wrote a book together called Sneezy the Greasy Babysits Abigail. Okay, and then she says, yes, you can make it. I believe in you. You have work to do. These are the kind of people you hang out with, people who say these kinds of things. I believe in you is the name of a song written with my son, Sing Birdsong. You can listen to negative people who discourage you, or you can listen to the people, to positive people who encourage you. These are the things you have to do to achieve a goal. First, write it down. Science has proven you have 39% more chance of achieving your goal if you write it down. 2, then post the goal someplace. You can post it online, you can post it on your wall. Third thing you have to do, proclaim your goal. You can, again, post it on Twitter or tell the acquaintances in your environment. Resilience is provided by setbacks and obstacles, she said. Number 1, the resilience is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, toughness. Number 2, the ability of a substance or object to spring back into shape, elasticity. Synonyms: flexibility, pliability, suppleness, placidity, springiness, spring, give, durability, ability to last, strength, sturdiness, toughness, strength of character, strength, toughness, hardiness, adaptability, buoyancy, flexibility, ability to bounce back, informal, bounce back ability. She displayed an indomitable resilience in the face of misfortune. Skills for building student resilience, social engagement in church, neighborhoods, community, and events. Opportunities for connectedness to others. Extended family living. Self-awareness and self-care. Talk and share. Nutritional, lacto-vegetarian diet, for example. Over here, social engagement. I said that right. Did I say this? Yeah. Opportunities for service, volunteering, helping family, meaning God, self, family, neighbors. Opportunities for self-efficacy and mastery. Know thyself. With talk and share, you can know yourself. Then practice your passionate interests until you become really good at it. Example, a champion. To become a champion, become the best at it. Attention and focus. You can write, you can play an instrument, or you can read. Over here, opportunities for self-reflection. Thinking, heart-to-heart talks, talk and share therapy. Resilience quotes. There's no such thing as ruining your life. Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient. Okay, the oak fought the wind and was broken. The willow bent when it must and survived. My scars remind me that I did indeed survive my deepest wounds. What helps you persevere is your resilience and commitment. So really, this is a good video, right? You can overcome challenges again and again and again. When I was a 16-year-old, this is what the speaker is telling us. I decided I was going to become a world champion surfer. I wasn't driven by the dollar. I was driven by my passion to succeed. Announcing to the world I was going to be a champion held me accountable. You have to understand what your beliefs are. It's your beliefs that govern and dictate your habits. It's your habits that will enable you to achieve your dream. My dream. Dr. Energy Am Ma. Ma, mother of the earth, Eve. Dr. Einstein, Dr. Freud, Dr. Fritz Perls, wife of Dr. Carl Jung, Emma, Dr. Albert Schwartz. And he had a passionate desire. He gave up everything, his comfortable life as a doctor, as a theologian, as a musician, and moved to the bottom, the poorest people in the world, to help them. He went to Africa. He built them a free hospital. Dr. Schweitzer, Eve's husband, Jesus Christ, first 20th and 21st century. Sharon Singh and Govinda Singh, 21st century, built 4 free states of the arts hospitals to help their low-income neighbors in India. Jesus Christ also created, and I showed you Jesus Christ, right? Govinda Singh, okay? He created an annual eye camp to restore. There was Charan Singh that did that, Jesus Christ, to 20th century Jesus Christ, to restore sight to the blind elderly in northern India, free of charge to the patients, cataract removal operations, and a free pair of eyeglasses as a going-away present. The Master, Jesus Christ, had no trouble attracting the best doctors and RNs in the world to work at hospitals for free, as he worked as the head of the Dera Baba Jamal RSSB Radhaswami Satsang Bias for 40 years free as a volunteer without accepting a penny for his personal use. He lived off his own resources. Before being appointed Perfect Living Master, head of the Dara Charan Singh, by the previous master, Sardar, this is the previous master, Sardar Bahadur Jagat Singh, now 21st century projection of Charan Singh, Singh Birdsong. Before Charan Singh had been appointed master, which he didn't want the appointment, but after finally accepting it, he had to give up practicing law. During his term as Perfect Living Master of his time, Jesus Christ, he donated free food for the poor from his family's farm in Sirsa. When Charan Singh's grandfather, the great master, Sawan Singh, Eve's then and now husband, was asked by his master, Baba Jamal Singh, once Eve's mother, now Eve's granddaughter, Jindar Michelle Ranziger, as master. Baba Jamal Singh asked his devoted disciple Sawan Singh, who he was going to appoint master in his place, to ask him what he wanted as a reward for his devotion to him and his dedication to the Sangha, the congregation. Great Master said that he wanted that his sons would always be able to give, never to have to be beggars. And Great Master, an army engineer, was practical. He bought land so his grandchildren could grow food. It is because of Baba Jamal Singh that the Dara has been able to provide free food and services for the poor, the Dara has grown into a township and a heaven on earth for its inhabitants and visitors, as each need is attended to excellently. Babaji, Jesus Christ, Govinda Singh, has had volunteers continue to provide us with food from the family farm. By us, I'm in the Dara. And he provided us an international gourmet cookbook with spiritually correct lacto-vegetarian diet recipes in a book called Greenway, Recipes from the Indigenous Cooks. And he provided us a book, Equilibrium of Love, a blueprint showing how they, the saints, created a perfect place for Mark to go back to the Father, to come together until their time to merge back into the Father, the Son, the ocean of light, the ocean of delight, bliss, blisters on earth. The ocean of light, permanent death, no awareness of separate self, is no longer available. It was sung about as the song God's Home on the Edmund Birdsong, words by Michelle Birdsong album, What It Is. But Jesus Christ, Govinda Singh, April 2018, locked the doors to the ocean of bliss when his leading disciples, Daffy Nathanson, Norman Nathanson, Jewish, Susan Nathanson, Nancy Gross, Jewish, Manira Smith, Lebanese, Linda Zitelli, Italian, Fountain Jones, Black, and his wife Karen Jones, American Black, greeted their downtrodden, recently homeless, now mostly toothless 73-year-old sister with hard, cold hearts, where they would not give her a kind look, no kind words, no hugs. How are you? Welcome back. They had known their sister, first century Jesus Christ's wife, Mary, for 45 years. This was a test. They had been taught how to treat Mary when she appeared, as Miles read, as an old toothless hag in the Bible, when Jesus said, "What you do to the least, you do to me." Okay, that's all I'm going to... I think I'll put the rest of this on another video because I'm already at 29 minutes. This is Mile Red Songbird, Eve Evangeline Einstein, Guru Nanak. I'll talk to you on the next video.